Hello. So, I just want to talk, and this is actually too big a subject to talk about, but about signs and how you can live day to day in life really magically by following signs and nature. So, I've just had an instance of this, so I thought I would share it. I'm still at the end of the flu, so excuse my sniffling. So, I'm walking Merlin to the beach, and I just notice it's so windy, and I notice the waves are just coming pile upon pile so fast, one after another. And I know, being in the ocean at a time like that from experience, what that feels like. And it can just feel like poof, you're battered, and then the next one, and then the next one, and it can feel quite scary. And how do I are you just getting bashed by them, or do you find a way to like dive under or to navigate it like side on the body? And so that's very useful. And I think it's useful for this moment in time as well. So it's a funny time. It's like I looked at the weather forecast this morning, and it was like, oh, I can see sun through the day and then maybe some rain later on. So a bit changeable. That's great. So I see the sun outside. So I'm like, right, let's go to the beach. And I only just sort of wear this and a skirt. And it's lovely on my road. Oh my gosh, I'm baking it. I'm like, I'm going to be too hot. And then by the time I get to the cliff, the wind is so strong. Hi, baby. I know you want more cupcake. The wind is so strong, and it's cold, cold wind. And so what could have been a great day and not to wear that much actually turned into, a really cold day. And I think that speaks to astrology as well. And when you interpret the stars, it is like interpreting the weather, and it is easy to get things wrong because you might just not see something or have a blind spot. Like, that looks like a brilliant, beautiful day. And it looks like it as well. Like on the weather forecast, looks like it outside. But get to the cliff or the beach in that context and setting, and you've got this wind. So why I'm saying this, the waves are crashing in one after the other. And now I'm just watching something on the screen, doing some astrology readings for people, and something catches my eye and I want to watch it. So it's a bit of a distraction. So I'm started it with like a finger on the stop, because I know that really I need to be getting on with work. But the man, in what he's speaking, this is on YouTube, talks about, it's like when the waves come crashing in one after the other, and like, do you get battered by them, or do you ride them like a surfer? And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, so this is actually really important for me to watch right now. And so signs can work like this if you're open to them. And it comes down to observation, being open and very present in every moment that you're in to pick up these signs, and then you can start to follow a trail in your activities and become more purposeful with your day. There's a lot of seagulls outside. This is what Merlin is noticing. They're swirling around. It is windy now outside our house. It's come down the street now. And so this is disturbing him. We call this flight and shadows. And I think it really does speak to our times at the moment. Other examples are, if I go with purpose, so I'm following cycles and the planets, and it's a Venus retrograde, and Barbie comes out. This is, can't remember which July it was, but it was the summertime. And I'm like, well, Barbie is like a Venus, right? So I'm going to go watch this film, even though I probably wouldn't pick it normally, because I'm like, it looks a bit stupid from the trailers. And I can be an intellectual snob. So anyway, I go to watch it, absolutely love it. And I'm like, so Venus retrograde took me to this film, and I think it's got many deeper layers, and I can see the oldest Mesopotamian myth, Inanna, in the Barbie. And then I find out through some astrology programs that the producer and main actress is born on a Venus retrograde. Both of them, sorry. So the director is born on a Venus retrograde. The main actress is who's also the producer, born on a Venus retrograde. And I'm like, wow. So it had And Inanna is the greatest Venus retrograde story. So you can see these things come through. Also, I went to watch Dune on, I think it was an eclipse, I believe. And the first scene is an eclipse, or I've got eclipse in my mind. And then this film comes back in great significance to me when I have a cancer diagnosis. Dune comes back in for me, and the swallowing of the poison and becoming stronger than something, which happens in the film. And so I know that I need to rewatch that film now that I'm faced with this. And one of the lines of the first film is about fear. And cancer is all about, you get a cancer diagnosis, you go into fear. That can be a death sentence in itself if you allow fear to overwhelm you or direct your actions or decisions. And there's a line about how fear is the mind killer and how the mother figure processes fear. And I used that process during this whole diagnosis to weather the storm that I was in. So yeah, I don't know if this is helpful. Let's have a little word from Merlin. He's like, it's not helpful, Mum. Throw my bee instead. I'm sending you all lots and lots of love, and tell me what signs you're getting and how do you follow a trail, a breadcrumb trail. Bye.